Okay, so this is really like an essential question. Why do we even pursue an acquisition? It should never be something that is just happening to us. There should be a strategic thought behind it. And the way I go about it is a three-step process. Step number one is, what's my biggest problem? What is the thing that I have? What is the challenge that the company is having? What are the bottlenecks? What's the biggest bottleneck in the company right now? And when I have this pain point or this challenge written down, then I'm all of a sudden able to say, okay, is anybody out there? Is anybody out there ever been able to find a solution to this problem? Because if somebody else has already found a solution to the problem, why do I need to find a solution for the problem? There is already somebody out there who put it together. I mean, I'm not putting together a printer or a cell phone or like even the wood that the paper that I'm using for printing, uh, because somebody else already did it. I don't really have the means to kind of like to do it. And if I would have to start it from scratch, how far am I going to go back in the process? Am I going to go in the wood and chop some in the forest and go and chop some wood? Am I going to mill it? Am I going to like put everything together, package it, and then send it to myself? It really doesn't make sense. My motto has always been, don't reinvent the wheel. If there's a wheel already out there that's road tested, just grab the wheel and use it. And that's really the number one um, kind of um, principle that's behind the acquisition. You have a problem, there is a solution somewhere out there. And the third step is then, is it possible to purchase the company that has a solution for it? So if I take an example here, you have a, let's say, web design company, and not a web design company, maybe an SEO company, but you also do web design on the side. But for the web design, you're utilizing a graphic design company that creates logos and stuff like that, deals with the branding and all the fonts and the type of representation that the website should have. And you're spending a lot of money with that company. So I would say it's possible that one of the pain points that you're experiencing is that you're giving that company a lot of money. So an acquisition would solve the problem. You know already that that company can do the job, and there might be even other people that can do the job. But you should always start with the companies that you already have relationships with, and so you could start the conversation and see if there's any interest, if the company would be um, if it would be possible to acquire that company, and then you could integrate that company into your own SEO company, and you could, uh, you know, if the bottom line is that that company should be profitable on its own, has its own customers. There could be some cross selling happening. There is probably some um, things that could be run a little bit more economic, um, economically. There could be some streamlining happening. There could be like um, things that you can learn from specific talents in that company. There could be standard operating procedures in that company that would be of interest. There could be systems in place that that company has that are better maybe than yours. There's a lot of upside to this, and this is just an example. And we will run through a lot more examples here to kind of show how this priority pain point solution and then acquisition can be utilized on pretty much everything in every vertical, in every type of business.